5280 Sports Network, Nate Lundy, Shawn Drotar. Welcome to your morning minute on this football Friday. Shawn and I were going to wear the Seattle uniforms from the Thursday night game last night, but we didn't want to completely destroy the display of your computer. Good God, those were ugly. All right, let's talk Broncos-Patriots. That's what's on everybody's mind. Thursday has come and gone from the practice standpoint. Still no Brandon Marshall practicing. A lot of the defensive things, I worry about him not being out there. But overall, Shawn, you feel like this just comes down to the play of the offense of the Broncos.
It does. I think that when you understand what the Patriots can do on offense, and they are comparatively somewhat limited to what they have been in the past, the Broncos offense can probably, in a good performance, hold them to just around 20 points. And I think that is possible. So the question is, can the offense put up 3 touchdowns? Can they find a way to assemble enough points to go ahead and get over with them? And that's the question. That's been the question for the last few weeks. You know that the Patriots are going to come after Trevor Siemian. You know they're going to try to disrupt that game. The Broncos are probably going to use Justin Forsett in the running game, given that he was on the team for less than a week and tripled Devontae Booker's carries. I think it's safe to say he's the de facto starter. Does his addition maybe change anything?
Well, and look for the Patriots, especially early on in the game, to be trying to do as much as they can with LeGarrette Blount and with Dion Lewis. Bill Belichick isn't stupid. He knows that the rush defense of the Broncos is not on par with the pass defense. You can look at the rankings and see that, and you can also simply do the eye test and be able to see that. So I'll be very surprised if we don't see the Patriots come out and try to play around with their running backs, how they line them up, maybe even little short screen pass type things, the equivalent of a run, if you will, to try to establish some of that on the ground and see what kind of success they can have against a Broncos defense that has been susceptible that way. So it would not surprise me to see those two guys frequently early in the game and then wait to see what kind of adjustments Bill Belichick can make. This is going to come down to adjustments, though, with Wade Phillips, with Rico Dennison, with Gary Kubiak, for them to be able to keep this game close. I have this feeling, Shawn, as much as I'm nervous for the Broncos, if it's close, if it's not a double-digit lead for the Patriots at halftime or in the third quarter, that anything can happen, because we've seen what this team does in the second half and in the fourth quarter of games.
Yeah, I think that is the trick. They can't let the Patriots get too far ahead. It's not a team that has proven that they can come from behind. It's not really the way they're built, especially when you're facing a good Patriots team that would know what you're doing. So I think you brought up the good point about the running game. They can certainly grind it out. Also keep an eye on, you mentioned Dion Lewis, James White, who's one of those guys that always seems to get a couple passes here and there. Bill Belichick certainly learned when he saw what Atlanta did to Denver earlier in the year, when you can have 2 backs, spread them out, start throwing the ball around. That's for something that's challenging for Denver, especially if Brandon Marshall's not there. This is a big, big hill for the Broncos to get over. I don't think it's impossible, but it's going to take the best game they've played all season.
It will. It's going to be chilly, obviously. If you're planning on going to the game, make sure you dress accordingly so that you manage to stay warm. If you're the players, John Fox would tell you, wear sleeves. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can look it up on Google. But enjoy the game on Sunday. We'll have all the post-game reaction for you on Monday morning on the radio show, 7 a.m., Mile High Sports, AM 1340, FM 1047. Of course, the Morning Minute coming your way next week as well, plus all the podcasts, the videos, the columns, everything you can find, milehighsports.com and 5280sportsnetwork.com. It's Patriots weekend. It's got a little bit of a different feel without number 18 out there, but it's still a huge game. Enjoy it this weekend. We'll talk to you next week. For Shawn, I'm Nate. See ya.